I consider myself pretty handsome. Let that sink in. You might have a differing opinion, but that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So why don't you take it from us?
Okay, it's
Okay.
giving beach, it's giving sunshine, giving
Yes,
Ken.
yes,
Ken
yes.
and Barbie. Okay.
So I find Ken
Uh-huh.
to be not as good looking as Barbie.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Fair enough. As in, I think fashion-wise, Barbie has way more variety than Ken. But Ken's cute. Like he's there. So
Okay, so you mentioned cute. You mentioned like fashion
looks good,
sense.
yeah.
So does that form your definition of beauty? What are the different terms that you use to describe a potential partner, or what you look for in a potential partner, superficial wise or
Whoa.
otherwise?
Okay. Superficially.
We'll start there.
Okay. What I look for in a potential partner, I don't.
Oh, okay. Maybe not even a potential partner. Just like
What I find
members of the
conventionally, like what I find pretty.
yeah. Or like
Okay.
members of opposite sex.
Oh,
So,
specifically.
yeah.
Okay.
So you talk about
I find
guys.
so
I
many
talk about
girls
girls.
pretty. Okay.
Yes, we could go on a whole hour-long episode.
No,
Yeah.
I really find so many girls pretty. Like my Instagram feed, my TikTok is full of pretty girls and very fashionable people too. But I guess for guys, I think just this sounds so like cliche to say, but like just look like put to like clean.
Okay.
Like just look clean. Yeah.
Like clean shaven.
Yeah, okay. I'm not a fan of the beard, like personally, not my thing.
Okay.
Or facial hair in general. Yeah, just not really. Don't really fancy it that much. But aside from that, just look very clean. Yeah, or like look like as if you smell good, or like as if you took a shower. That type of vibes. Yeah.
Nice, okay.
Whether or not you did, that's okay.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, you give it to yourself. But I think that's in terms of what I look. But I guess okay, like what I would describe as like for a man like being like handsome, I guess like specifically features wise, I always find eyes and hair to be the most prominent like feature. Yeah, like I don't really care about the nose or the cheek or whatever. Like I don't really like some people really like.
You could have like a missing nose, a missing
Oh
front
yeah,
tooth,
like
it's fine.
Voldemort.
Yeah.
Oh, love that guy. But no. But like if let's say they have like some people like really super like chiseled like cheekbones and stuff. Like, that's okay to me. I do find sometimes it's a bit sharp and pointy, and I look like some don't look like Greek gods, like pop off king. But others they look like you look unreal. You know, like
Okay,
it's so
okay.
put together. It's like to the point where you're like, are you like human?
Like plastic surgery.
Yeah,
No?
exactly.
Yeah,
So I'm like, okay, but for me, it's always the eyes and the hair I look at, and then
Okay.
if they, eyes, eye color, or like eye shape together with the rest of the face. To be honest, I don't really like analyze it. I just look at it. And I'm like, oh, that guy's cute. Yeah. So conventionally.
Okay, wait. So you
Yeah.
describe that kind of guy as cute, not
As in,
handsome?
I think when you talk about guys, you would
Yeah.
say the guys. Normally, people would just say cute. Like you wouldn't really. I wouldn't call him like handsome. In fact, I don't think I've ever really used the word handsome. To be honest, yeah.
Good looking.
Yeah, I just say
Like,
no,
okay,
but like as a girl, you'll be like, oh my god, like he's cute. Or he's cute, he's hot, that sort of thing. Yeah, but you don't really like you can be hot and cute. Yeah, it's not really like a
okay.
classification of like, oh,
Okay,
you're
yeah.
hot and you're only
Yeah.
hot and that's all you'll
Yeah.
ever be. You know? Yeah, you can be hot and cute and you can have like.
Yeah, you can be
multifaceted.
versatile. Yeah, you can be
Yeah,
versatile.
versatile.
Yeah, many levels to you. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
So that's why
okay.
I feel like I use it interchangeably, like hot and cute, or like I don't use handsome. So that's
Yeah.
basically the breadth of my vocabulary for men. Yeah, just
okay.
hot and cute, or like oh he looks good, that sort of thing. That's it. Full stop. Yeah, I think
That's
for
so-
guys it's a bit different. though.
Yeah,
like you,
that's so different from guys.
you would classify.
Whoa, okay. So allow me to dive into my classification
Yes.
of the different categories, okay?
Okay.
So in my books, there's 4 different... Okay, we're not out here to objectify anybody, okay? Just putting it out
Disclaimer,
there,
yeah.
there's no discrimination, it's just shit talking. Okay, but anyways, going back to the said shit talking, 4 different categories. There's
Yep.
hot, cute, pretty, and sexy.
Yes. Yep.
So
I think it's pretty universal as well.
yeah, but like your definition only has like hot and cute. You don't have,
And it's, like,
you don't
all
have
together.
handsome. Yeah, and it's like you can be both. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Mine,
As in
for
universal
me,
for guys.
Oh,
like
okay,
every guy
okay.
has this.
yeah,
graph.
let us know. But yeah, so there's hot, cute, pretty, and sexy. The
Yeah.
difference is, if you're hot, you are considered sexually attractive. Like, whew, you know,
Okay,
like
yes,
you
yes.
actually would physically make me sweat
Okay.
in your presence.
Okay.
And it's typically tied to the convention of being sexually attractive. If you're cute, that's more so about your actions. It's more about like your demeanor, how you present yourself. So, okay, and I'll go on to examples later on.
Yeah.
Pretty is sexual dimorphism, where like your standard
just physically
symmetrical
pretty.
face,
Yeah.
like all your physical traits make you look like stunner. Like you
Like
talk about
the golden, like the what's it
golden
called?
ratio,
Yeah,
like amazing face card, one that never declines,
Oh my
all
gosh,
that.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we go on to sexy, which is not really about looks. It's to me, it's more about body movement, how you're able to move your body. So dancers, so example is dancers to me can be sexy, guys and girls. Like if
Okay.
you know how to use your body to move, like how to move your body.
Like athletes.
Yeah, it's more so dancers. It's like okay, it's on the connotation of like
dancers and nobody else.
yeah. Okay, my list of examples run short. But like if you're like movement to me is if you do it in a way to attract, that can be sexy. I don't really know how to define it, but like dancers are the best way. Like
Okay.
it's not like those sexually
Is it more
like,
just a confidence then? No, like
yes.
yeah.
It's not like all those like lap dancers is not part of this, but
Okay.
like just being able to have control over your body movement. That to me is like, ooh.
So analytical.
Right.
No, but that's interesting.
Yeah,
so you
so-
have your 4 categories there.
Yeah, so like you need not have like the typical amazing 10 out of 10 face card, but you definitely can be cute because it's just like how you treat your partner, how you treat your friends. You know, you could be doing like you could be doing like this also. That
No,
could be
but there's
considered
like
cute.
facial features that are like cute too.
Oh yeah,
Have you
lah,
ever seen like
bunny
Cherub
features,
cute? Yeah, like Cherub
yeah.
cute, and then
Yeah.
they have like very cute like puffy cheeks, or they have very like small eyes, puffy cheeks, or very cute.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Angel shape, angel heart lips, angel heart lips. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah.
So in
it's
that
all
regard-
features, and so isn't it all in total features plus how they present themselves plus maybe even how they dress?
Plus movement, yeah. So it's like
Okay.
every single thing can be like put
Oh, it's like a
into these
combination of 4.
categories. Yeah.
And then it's just like which one you are more of.
Yes,
and then-
correct. Like
Okay,
everybody
okay.
has these 4. It's just a matter
Okay.
of what level you're on. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. These 4 categories exist.
Yes.
And I think when I'm looking at a partner,
Yeah.
I don't consciously look out for this, but it's
Okay.
like naturally I would think everybody revolts like goes back to these 4 when assessing a partner. Maybe consciously, maybe subconsciously.
Okay.
Pretty bad if you look at only these, obviously.
Yeah.
But like I would think like whether you like it or not, subconsciously you're definitely gonna be looking at these 4. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you have one that you prioritize more than the other, or like you prefer? I guess.
One hour later.
Not really. Like okay,
Okay.
to me it's like okay. To
Was
me,
it like situational, like dependent on situation?
it is okay. This is very superficial to say. Again, we're not here to objectify anybody.
We're
To my-
just shit talking.
yeah, to my current partner, you're like all 4. Your all 4 levels are like 10 out of 10. Okay, so
100%.
with that said, I do think like I look at like 3. Like my partner I would hope to have 3 outstanding levels, and then the 4th one is like okay, we can
Like,
cut a bit of
it's
slack.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
okay
okay.
you're at that level.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Like, yeah, you're doing great. You know, I'll
Okay.
still love you all the same. But
Right.
again, just to re-emphasize, as though I couldn't emphasize it enough, these 4 levels are not the only thing that I look at in a partner. It's just one of the many facets. Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
for you, like, does it matter? Like, we haven't even talked about like fashion sense or like
yeah.
dress sense.
Just purely based on how they were physically created and look like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like, is that something that you would consciously or even subconsciously look at?
I mean, subconsciously for sure. I think everyone.
Mm.
Nobody wants to date somebody that they don't find attractive, right?
Yeah,
If you find a
yeah,
person
yeah.
ugly, as much as you have a great
To
personality.
you,
Yes,
not
yes,
to
yeah.
society, to you.
Yes, but
Yeah.
as much as you find the person attractive.
Yes.
I mean, sorry, ugly.
Yeah.
And then personality is 10 out of 10, but it's like a bit like, like, you know, like you're a bit like, oh.
Like, I can
something's
make
off.
concessions.
Yeah, like something's a little bit off, you know.
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah,
okay.
but I don't think I don't think I classify the people as much. Or I'm like, oh, like you are handsome. In fact, to be honest, I would like to think of, okay, but this would be just me. I don't know. But I like to think of myself as like, I don't really care as much as long as you just look put together
Yeah.
is enough for me. And I understand that we all have good days and bad days, okay? Even I do.
Real.
Like when I
Real.
shop in a
Yes.
dry fit t-shirt, I look like shit.
Yes.
Okay, but then it's like when I
Yes.
dress up and I go to school, then okay, I look better. So it's things like that. If you know how to like, okay, if in certain contexts, I don't expect you to be good looking all the time. But it's like when you need to be, show up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
be
Let's step up,
there.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like meet the expectation, you know?
No, exceed it.
Of course,
Let's-
meet it and exceed it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bare minimum doesn't work for us.
exactly. So that's why I don't think it's as prominent, I guess, in a girl's perspective. And I also do think that girls kind of like, we look at them in totality. So we wouldn't be like, you know how you have the 4 classifications, right? But
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, my man looks good. Like that's it. You know, like my man like looks good, or he always looks good, or he looks good when he's like, you know that TikTok where it's like, oh, with a cap on, then the cap turned in front, cap
Oh, yeah,
turned
yeah, yeah,
backwards,
yeah,
cap
yeah.
off, that sort of thing. And you're like, you know, he looks good all throughout. Yeah, that sort of
Yeah.
thing. So it's like you learn to love them through all their different phases.
What
you know?
the hell? Then
Yeah.
like, that makes me look like a pig. Okay, men are pigs. Okay, like just furthering that stereotype.
But okay, but there's something I wanted to ask you because
Uh-huh.
I think or whether we can discuss about it, because I think there's been a debate or other people have talked about whether like how would as a girl, how would you feel best complimented by, right? Like whether
Ooh,
if
okay.
let's say you call a person like hot versus if you
Yeah.
call me like cute, like which one would I prefer?
Hmm.
But I wanted to ask from a guy's perspective first, like do you first of all even pay attention to whatever words that you're saying and you're like, oh, you're hot means like you actually like think like you are
Hmm,
hitting this criteria, or is it just like a you're hot?
Or just
You
to
know?
throw it out there,
Yeah,
like thank
yeah,
you,
yeah,
please.
yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay, for me, like I think I physically react when I say a particular word. So if I were to
Does that mean-
let me give an example, and I'm trying to describe it in such a way that it's not as cringe as possible. If I tell my partner now, like I tell my girlfriend now that she's pretty, like chances are I'm gonna look completely smitten when I say that word. So it's
okay.
like I'm looking at a
Oh,
work of art,
really?
like,
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
but that's me.
Okay.
So like I'm not a pig. But yeah, so
Disclaimer.
in case you didn't know. No, but yeah, so like when I say like, oh, you're so pretty, like
Yeah.
it's like it comes with a sort of
A
smittenness
tone
that
and like
come
a
with
certain
it.
okay.
If I say you're sexy, rar, you know,
Yeah.
like, then it goes into details that I can't otherwise describe on YouTube. Hi, mom.
course.
Yeah, but
Don't watch this.
yeah, let's not. If I say you're cute, it's more often than not like I want to pinch your cheeks. Yeah, like that's
Okay.
that's
so-
these are the different kind of reactions that come out of me when I use certain descriptors. So it's not a matter of just like throwing the word like, oh, have a nice day at work.
Yeah, okay, so you
Like, "Oh,
actually
have
mean
a nice
it.
day. Yeah, I do actually mean it. But I think across the board, like on TikTok, unfortunately, guys don't present themselves really well. Like we don't really.
No, but there's
do
some
well.
people, you know, the Pookie couple.
Yeah, okay.
Like he's like throwing out compliments, and like I feel like you can tell he means it, and he genuinely is like,
But I don't know if it's applicable to all. Because most guys, not all guys, but most guys revert back to their basal desires. And
Okay,
like they
sure.
let that carry through in like the descriptors that they say. So it's rare to hear a straight man say like, oh, I like your shoes.
oh,
Yeah. Or like,
okay.
ooh, that perfume on you smells really good. You know? Like I
Maybe
don't
they just
think
don't think enough to like get to that point. They're like, oh, she looks good, full stop. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But it's not
maybe,
like
maybe.
specifically, okay, it's like the shoes, or like, oh, it's actually the necklace.
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
like, the
yeah,
top.
yeah, yeah.
That's what a girl would be like, oh, like, what is it about that person? Like,
Yes,
you think
yes.
about it. But a guy's like, oh, cool,
I do
you're amazing.
Yeah. In totality.
Yeah,
Then you're like, oh, thank
100%.
you. Don't know what
100%.
exactly, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard somewhere where guys tend to compliment as a whole. So like
Yeah,
if you look
yeah.
at a girl and you'll be like, oh, she looks really elegant. Like
Yeah.
her style is like, whoa, she's so
Like, she's
confident.
classy,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like very abstract descriptors.
Yeah.
But for girls, how you tend to describe is very specific. So
Mm.
if there's something about a guy that hits home, but the rest maybe not so much, then you'll just compliment that one
Yeah,
item. So it's like,
yeah,
oh, I really like
true.
the shoes.
Yeah.
I really like the accessories.
No, I'm always like, oh, I really
Yeah.
like your shirt. Like in
Yeah, yeah,
particular.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it's just like so-called like the body frame helps, right? But I wouldn't be like, oh, but I'd be like, oh, I really like how you wear that shirt. But it's like another person or a guy might just say, oh, you look good. It's like full stop.
But I do think on the receiving end also, I think like because we tend to give out more abstract descriptors,
Yeah.
to receive very specific descriptors, I think it's quite like, oh, to me.
Are you taken
Yeah.
aback?
A bit. I'm
Okay.
like, oh, okay. So you're telling me this looks nice, but the rest of it just doesn't match up. So okay, this is what I need to work on.
Nah, don't
Yeah.
overthink it. Nah.
No, but
it's just-
in general also,
Yeah.
I think to be on the receiving end of compliments is quite rare.
Okay.
For guys who aren't like 10 out of 10
Right,
face
right.
card or whatnot.
Gets.
For the record, I don't think I'm handsome. So just, just to clear up the intro,
So
know.
many
yeah,
disclaimers needed
yeah,
in this
like,
one.
yeah, with many dislikes that come from this video, like I just want to clear that up. But anyway.
Yeah, but okay, but I'll talk about from a girl's perspective,
Yes,
receiving the
please.
compliments, because I think there's sort of back to the question of like, oh, being called pretty versus being called cute.
Yep.
And like I think I've asked my friends this before, and I really think it's subjective based on the person. So, but if you were to ask me in particular, I would rather be called pretty than to be called cute. And I say that because I feel like
Interesting.
cute is a very like it's a very generic term because it
But
can
pretty
be
is not. Ooh.
basically if you're ugly, you can still be cute. You can be ugly cute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
like
yep,
you can
yep,
be ugly cute.
yep, 100%,
Like I could have
yeah.
like a 0 out of 10 face card, right? And then but I like what you said because it's the actions, right?
Yeah,
so if
yeah.
I do something cute,
Yeah.
you can still be like, oh, they're cute enough,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
But if you're pretty, it means you've hit a certain level of attractiveness or a certain level of
Okay.
conventional beauty or at
Yes,
least a
yes,
beauty
yeah,
standard.
yeah.
So at least you're already there. And rather than being here, but you're cute versus here. And I also feel like cute is just maybe because as a girl I throw it out often. So if you say that, then I'm a bit like, oh, it's like a generic like
Yeah, like do better
you're
in your
cute. Yeah.
compliments.
So like, okay, everybody's cute. What about me? Like
yeah.
how am I better?
Okay, yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
But if
I
you're
get,
pretty, then
yeah.
it's like, oh, there is a level of attractiveness to you, at least physically. Which is why I would rather be called pretty than cute. But you can compliment me like either way. Like I love
Just
all of it.
throw out
Yeah.
whatever.
Words
Yeah.
of affirmation. Yeah, but to be fair, it's not it's not a bad thing, but it's just if you ask me to my preference.
Yeah.
Like my boyfriend calls me like cute all the time. But we always have this like funny discussion where I'm always like, am I like prettier or cute? And he'll be like, actually you're none. And I'm like, okay, okay, who do you think you are? Okay,
Way-
this is all jokes, don't worry.
Way
I
to
said
lose
this is
all arguments. Yeah.
this is all jokes, okay? Yeah,
But
it's like
it's interesting that you say that though, because like, okay, but is there any time that like he says something and he says like, oh, you're pretty, but you
Yeah.
don't feel pretty?
oh yeah,
then-
100%. But it helps.
Then how do you react?
No, but it
Yeah.
helps because then I'll be like, really? Like you think I look pretty? Like even though I look like shit. No,
thanks.
because literally, like for example, like I said before, I think I look
Yeah.
shit when when I go to his house. I don't really care anymore. So I just like dry fit shirt and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like just sometimes it's
Like
all
baggy
his
shorts,
Yeah, so I look
Adam
like
Sandler fit.
Adam Sandler Asian
Yeah,
version, right?
yeah.
But then like. So when I do that, then I like just I like walk out the shower and I'm like, yeah, like this is me, like gonna do like
With
work
the
and
face
shit.
mask on, like,
yeah, I'm just gonna do work. But he'll be like, oh, like you look pretty, like as to him it's like a not really passing, but it's like a oh you look pretty. Then just moves on with his life, right?
Yeah.
I'll be like standing there, like shocked. I'm
You
like,
go back into the
"Excuse me?"
bathroom. You go back into the bathroom. You look at the mirror
Look at
like,
the
am I?
Yeah, I'm like Adam Sandler. Like, you're an inspiration, you know. So I'm like, really? Then, but he has told me before that at least for him, and I actually think for a lot of guys as well. Sometimes it's like the more natural you look, sometimes the more prettier somebody becomes. What he said to me was like, yeah, like I like it when you dress up and all, but he says, but I prefer you a lot more when you're just like, like sometimes just dry fit t-shirt, your hair's down, you know, like you just come out of the shower and then you're like going to do your work. You just look very like in your element almost. So I think it's just the demeanor that comes with it as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, what? So I don't need to dress up anymore. Perfect.
Wait, what? I could just be me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
In the
but
confine of my own home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's why like when I react to it, I'll be like, oh my gosh, like I'm really very flattered. Thank you very much. But yeah, I appreciate it because sometimes also like you have a shit day, your partner tells you look good. It helps. You're like, oh shit, like that guy still loves me. Okay, pretty cool.
thank God. Yes.
Yeah, even though I look shit, like thank goodness I have something redeemable about myself.
No, but okay, interesting that you mentioned the point of the natural look. Like for me personally,
Yeah.
I really like it when like my girl goes full natural,
Yeah.
minimal makeup, no makeup look. That's one. But
Oh, that's
also
wow, you know the
Okay.
term. You know the term.
yeah. Okay, but on top of that, also just being fully in your element, being fully comfortable in my presence, I think that to me is like a different level of attractiveness altogether as well.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously that comes with a point of like if you're gonna fight in my face, that's not. I'm not gonna call that cute, but I will call you comfortable. Like you're
Yeah, yeah.
comfortable.
Okay.
But like if you're comfortable, like okay, there was one thing that really attracted me to my current partner,
Yeah.
which was when I was driving her home. This one time, then she fully slumped in the passenger seat
Okay.
and like was completely like basically hermited in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
in the being enveloped by the passenger seat.
Okay.
And I glanced over and I was like, oh,
Really?
because that
Okay.
to me showed a level of comfort. And at that point, we were still like dating.
Right.
We weren't officially
Officially
together.
together, yeah.
But that to me just showed that you're so comfortable in my presence that you're just able to be fully relaxed. And that to me was like,
okay.
wow, I want to take care of you now. You know? So yeah,
Okay,
so that was
interesting.
pretty raw to me.
Okay, interesting.
And then to go on to go back to the point of what kind of compliment you prefer to get. My girlfriend calls me handsome.
Okay.
And I'm like taken aback because like I don't consider myself the conventional form of handsome, you know, like I don't have a Greek god's face. But like when she says that, I get mixed reactions. I get mixed feelings because one is like, really? Are you
like you
just
don't
saying
trust
that?
it.
Yeah, are you saying that just
Just 'cause,
to make
like,
me feel good?
yeah,
But
okay.
like I know she believes it. So
Right,
when I
right.
remind myself that she does believe in what she's saying and she means what she says,
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. But you just
Like,
have the initial
yeah.
level of doubt.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but I think it's interesting to hear how different people perceive different compliments, different descriptors.
Yep.
And we are interested to know how you would receive different compliments. In fact, what is the best compliment that you've ever gotten superficially?
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're releasing a new video every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on YouTube at tifupod squad.
Yes.
But where else can they find us?
You can also check us out on Instagram because we also post like when we release episodes or story posts as well, talking about the current episode that we've just released. So you can get back to us. Maybe you want to give us a compliment as well. We'd accept all of them. We'd love to hear them.
Thank you very much.
But other than that, you can just stay up to date with us on Instagram and of course back on YouTube as well. But yeah, that's where you can find us.
But that's all we have for you today. Maybe next time you guys can
Take it from
us. Ba-da-pow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Boys. Slay.
Nice.